In the frozen winds of Levi, Finland, a young athlete carved her name into the slopes of history. Lara Colturi, just 18 years old, stunned the alpine skiing world by finishing second in the women's slalom at the Audi FIS Ski World Cup, trailing only the legendary Michaela Schifrin. But this wasn't just a podium, it was a declaration. A moment where Albania, a nation rarely seen on ski podiums, stood tall through the brilliance of one athlete. Born in Turin, Italy, Lara Colturi was destined for greatness. She is the daughter of Olympic gold medalist Daniela Ceccarelli, who won the Super G in Salt Lake City 2002. Raised in the Italian Alps, Lara was immersed in skiing from a young age, training under the guidance of her mother and her coach father, Alessandro Colturi. Her discipline is alpine skiing, with a focus on slalom, giant slalom, and Super G. Standing 1.70 meters tall and weighing 63 kilograms, Lara combines power with elegance. Her nickname, Speed Girl, reflects her explosive style, razor-sharp turns, and fearless descent. She trains with Golden Team Ceccarelli, where her routine includes high-altitude endurance drills, core strength conditioning, and technical gait work. Her equipment is tailored for precision and aggression, using Blizzard skis and Technica boots. Lara made her World Cup debut in November 2022, at just 16 years old. Since then, she has claimed multiple podiums in giant slalom and slalom. She dominated the South American Cup, winning races across Chile and Argentina, and clinched gold in the Junior World Championship Super G. But perhaps the most symbolic chapter in her journey is her decision to represent Albania, despite being born and raised in Italy. In 2022, Lara switched national allegiance, a move that sparked debate but carried deep meaning. It was a choice rooted in opportunity, legacy, and the desire to build something new. Albania, a country with no alpine tradition, suddenly had a contender. And Lara didn't just wear the flag, she elevated it. Her performance in Levi wasn't an accident. It was the result of years of disciplined training, strategic competition across continents, and a mindset that blends humility with hunger. She clocked 57.16 seconds in the first run, then improved to 53.42 in the second, showing adaptability and mental strength. In a sport dominated by nations like Austria, Switzerland, and the USA, Lara Colturi is rewriting the narrative. She's not just racing, she's representing. She's not just winning, she's inspiring. And as the season unfolds, one thing is clear: the speed girl from Albania is no longer a rising star. She's a force. But what makes Lara Colturi truly exceptional isn't just her results, it's her style. Her skiing is a language, a choreography of speed and control. Watch her descend and you'll see more than technique, you'll see intention. Her turns are compact, her edge control surgical, and her transitions between gaits almost poetic. She doesn't fight the slope, she reads it, responds to it, and bends it to her rhythm. That rhythm was shaped not only by alpine drills, but also by her early training in figure skating. Before she was a racer, Lara was a mover. She practiced on the ice to refine her posture, balance, and edge awareness. These sessions weren't about competition, they were about control. And today, that control defines her skiing. She doesn't just descend, she performs. Her training routine is as intense as her ambition. Mornings begin with altitude conditioning and balance drills. Afternoons are dedicated to gait simulations, video analysis, and strength work. She trains year-round, from the glacier of Europe to the Andes of South America, always chasing sharper lines and faster exits. Her team, Golden Team Ceccarelli, is built around precision, discipline, and emotional resilience. And Lara thrives in that environment, not just as an athlete, but as a leader. She made her World Cup debut on November 19, 2022, just 4 days after turning 16. It was in Levi, Finland, the same place where she now stands on the podium 3 years later. That debut made her one of the youngest athletes to ever compete at that level, and the youngest to represent Albania in alpine skiing. Born on November 15, 2006, in Turin, Italy, Lara was raised in Cesana Torinese, among the Italian Alps. Her education is tailored around her athletic career, combining remote academic study with intensive training blocks. She often trains in New Zealand during the off-season, seeking snow when Europe sleeps, and refining her technique in solitude. What sets her apart is not just physical talent, but mental clarity. She races with purpose. She knows when to attack and when to hold. She's not reckless, she's calculated. And that's why, at just 18, she's already challenging the best in the world. Her decision to represent Albania adds another layer to her story. It wasn't a rejection of Italy, it was a leap toward legacy. Albania offered her a platform to build something from scratch. To be the first. To inspire a generation. And she embraced it with grace. She didn't just switch flags, she carried the weight of expectation and turned it into momentum. In Lara Colturi, we see the fusion of heritage and hunger. The daughter of a champion, the architect of her own path. She's not just skiing for medals, she's skiing for meaning. And every race she enters is a chapter in a story that's still unfolding.